Welcome, Byron Keaton. This is Damani Carter. Welcome to the Trying to Be Grown podcast, episode 22, I believe.
Was garbage. It's trash.
Hey, man, that's what you got to do. You just got to be up front, straight to the point.
I'm saying, like, there's
no... straight to the point. Ain't no fluff. I'm straight to the point.
It's not even necessarily fluff, bro. It's just, like, that was dead. That was a dead intro. There's no fire to it.
Let's hear you do
gumption.
Let's hear you.
No gumption. They've heard me do it 90%.
Let's hear your gumption
over
for the
90% of the time.
Let's hear your gumption for the day.
92% of the time. No, you already messed up.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
I gave you the opportunity.
Yeah,
you right.
We saving your gumption for later on in the episode. You must have forgot about last week. I didn't.
What gumption? No.
Mm-hmm. We're going to see all that gumption tonight.
No, we're not. But thank y'all for rocking with us, wherever you're rocking with us. Apple Podcasts, whatever.
Google. Spotify, YouTube.
I'm way too tired to be doing this podcast right now. YouTube, Spotify.
Workout's getting to you, huh?
Nah, it's just, yeah, kind of, because it's sleep schedule, sleep cycle. But other than that,
how is football going? You know, you're going into year 7. We hadn't really hit on that. How does it feel, though? I'm pretty sure there's got to be an NCAA record at this point.
I don't know if it's a record because we know that people have played at older ages than I have.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about length of career.
Maybe. I don't know.
This got to be NCAA record.
I don't know.
Hey, man. We're going to have to send this to...
consecutive years, maybe, but we know that people have played, like, people have stopped and started and done longer terms, but I'm sure we can find somebody
Keep chugging on, man. We rooting for you.
Anyways.
Go ahead.
What I wanted to start off with, there was an interesting viral video that surfaced this week where the context that was given, I'm not entirely sure that's what happened, but this is the context that was given. There was a boyfriend that was called to his girlfriend's job by the girlfriend.
Yep.
Because of an unruly coworker. And when he showed up, despite the girlfriend telling him not to, he got into an altercation with the coworker and lost miserably. I'm sorry, like 2 of the worst, like WWE slams I have ever seen done on a human being on pavement.
You can't get slammed twice.
And I mean, like, his feet was 5 feet in the air.
But I got a problem with what she did, bro.
Why you have a problem with what she did?
1, she knew her man couldn't fight.
I don't know if she knew that.
2,
I'm thinking she figured that out as soon as he pulled up.
Nope. 2, she called him there going through all that, and then when he get there, no, don't fight him. What you call him for?
Maybe she just called him to vent. Like, maybe she just
no. She said, my husband gonna come up here and beat you up. He came up there and just didn't. He didn't do the second half of it.
And this is what I'm thinking that maybe this is.
She set him up for failure.
Maybe she ain't never seen him fight before. They're adults. You don't get that many opportunities to fight past 16. So, I mean, maybe she just didn't know.
Man, she set that man up for failure.
She did, but I mean, it's I admire what he did from just a coming to your lady's defense standpoint, which is what you should do. I feel like that's what you should do.
I bet you that was a super quiet car ride home. They ain't say nothing for a good 12 hours.
It's just, if you ain't seen the video, I'm sure you can find it on Twitter, but it's just.
So you take it like that. What do you do? What do you do next when you're like?
You gotta move. You gotta move because he got whooped in front of a parking lot full of people. It's on camera, so I don't know how you come back from that as a human being. Because not to say that you can't. I mean, you can lose a fight, man. That's not the end of the world. But the way he lost that fight, like his legs,
he really didn't get beat up. He just got slammed over and over.
I'd rather get beat up. He got his entire body pile drived into pavement twice. I understand how he let it happen the first time, kind of.
He kind of slipped on the he was trying to swing and kind of slipped, and the guy just got it.
First time you might not expect.
Yeah.
You might not expect it. After this human being has shown you that
No.
he is capable of slamming you.
But you get slammed once, you're not expected for him to immediately go back there. You expect him just to punch you, kick you, something like that. Not pick you up again.
I mean, I feel like it's at some point in terms of self-preservation, you got to say, okay, that can't happen no more. As soon as the first one happened, you have to say to yourself, there's no way that can happen.
But
again.
I did respect one thing that he did.
What?
After that second time he got slammed, once he got up, he didn't go for no more punches. He just packed his stuff up and started heading towards the car.
Man, and see, that's...
He knew, he was like, yeah, this is not the person I need to be messing with.
But he had so many opportunities to say, like, maybe she did know. Maybe she did know, because in the video there's a build-up period where he is the maddest person in the parking lot. His buddy don't really want to fight. The coworker really doesn't want to fight him. And his girlfriend is trying to talk him down. So why didn't he listen is what I'm trying to figure out. Did he just have that much confidence, or was it just was it just at a point of no return?
It was at the point of no return. You get caught up there, hey, I'm gonna call my boyfriend up here to come do this to you. You get caught up there at that point.
But I mean, we can't talk it out at that point.
They have already passed the talk it out phase, bro.
I don't know, but I'm saying everybody in the video calm. Everybody in the video calm but him.
Because he got the call saying, hey, I need you to come up here.
The person that gave the call is calm.
That's what I'm saying. It don't make sense. She set him up. That's what I'm saying. She set him up. They were going all at it super hard in the workplace. She said, I'm going to call him up. She called him up. He come up there. Now she don't want him to fight. This don't make sense. So you done made the man waste his gas to get beat up.
And that's what I'm saying. At that point, I feel like, yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. So,
what if it was a 25-minute, 30-minute drive?
That's still
at that point you got to.
No, 30 minutes and a butt whooping is worse than just the 30 minutes. Because that was bad, and this is why I bring it up. So let's just say hypothetically you're in similar shoes. Your significant other gives you a call and say, "Hey, I just got disrespected at work. I need you to come up here and do something about it." Are you responding to the call?
No. No. You want me to come up there fighting? Just because you got disrespected with words?
Okay.
No.
What would it take? What would it take for you to come up to a job and put your hands on somebody?
It'll take a lot, bro. I got my whole life ahead of me. I'm not just about to.
So she not important?
You want me to go to jail? So if I beat the person, say I go in there and beat up the person, then what? That dude pressing charges.
How you know he pressing charges?
How many people lose a fight and don't press charges?
I'd say it's a significant number.
Nah, it ain't, bro. No, it ain't.
It's probably less.
Especially if I'm coming to a workplace, somebody's job. Money, please at my front door that next day.
Okay, well, put it to you like this. So, you show up, right? You show up and you give a stern talking to the coworker. But he jumps through with you, and now he ready to fight. Then what?
You mean then what?
I'm saying, so I mean, if you get the call, would you be willing to take that level of action to come up there and give somebody a talking to?
It'll take a lot for me to do that. A lot.
Really?
Because somebody just being disrespectful to you, that's just words at the end of the day. That's just words. It's no reason. First of all, this person I'm assuming he got a job. He had to take off his job to drive across town to fight. Because his woman didn't like what somebody said to them.
Didn't like what somebody... I'm saying if she's being disrespected, that's something different.
What does being disrespected mean to you?
I mean, it could take a whole bunch of forms, but I'm saying if it is a significant form of disrespect and it is, let's just say it's relatively constant. Let's say that he is doing it not even on a regular basis, but on a consistent enough basis that it's not surprising when it happens. Then you're not gonna go up there and say something.
Sure, I'll go say something.
Okay,
It's gonna take a lot for me to get to blows with somebody over something like that. Bro.
Now you get to that point, right? You get to that point. You get to the point where you go say something, but he hot headed. Now he ready to fight. Are you turning down the opportunity?
What do you mean by turning down the opportunity?
I mean, put it to you this way: if he walks up, are you stepping back?
I'm gonna stay right there, bro.
Okay. He.
Why you keep?
No, I'm putting the caveat on. it. She don't tell you this, but when you get there, he NFL D lineman size.
No,
he's 6'6",
not fighting him.
330.
No. Have a good day. Ain't got nothing to do with me, bro.
What you mean that ain't got nothing? That's your lady.
Hey, bro. One thing I've learned is life. Choose your battles wisely. Choose your battles wisely, bro.
So you're just gonna let her continue to get disrespected.
Words don't hurt her, bro. Because I got a question for you.
That's terrible.
Your girl call you, say, this man been disrespecting me for months. I can't take it no more. So you come up there,
you know what I'm saying? What he look like?
No,
that's what I'm saying.
Say you like a regular dude.
That's fine.
You get there as Deontay Wilder. What are you doing?
I'm going to ask her, what does he look like?
She don't know. She describe him, but she leave out the details. He's 6'6", blah blah blah. You get there, you see Deontay Wilder. What you doing? You done talk trash to him on the phone, saying, "I'm on my way now."
I'll talk trash to him on the phone.
Yeah, she like, here, my man, right here.
I wouldn't do that, but. All right, so
Deontay Wilder right there.
I answered
what
the
you
hypothetical.
Doing?
I answered the hypothetical, right? So, if he fights professionally, I'm doing everything I can to be like, bro, I just thought I'm gonna see how far I can walk it back before I have to. If I have to, I have to. But I'm gonna see if there's a point that we can talk it out. I'm gonna make every effort to. I'm gonna step out the car and be like, "What are we doing? I mean, we're adults, man. Like, I'm gonna just.
Hey, ain't no reason.
Try to pull that card.
There ain't no reason to ever fight Deontay Wilder, bro.
I understand that, and I'm saying like not even Deontay Wilder, just anybody that fights professionally. If I don't really have to, I guarantee you got it. Because if you professionally like train to hurt people, I don't care how tough I am. I'm not stupid. And if I have to, I have to. But at the end of the day, if you train at a high level to hurt people, you got it.
So then the thing is, you go there, you lose the fight. Now your girl's still getting disrespected. You done lost the fight. The disrespect is going to continue because they know you can't do nothing about it.
I mean, there are other channels to do so. I'd probably start thinking of some sinister stuff at that point. But we ain't addressed her, because if she set me up like that,
oh, y'all done?
No, it's not that we done. The next week, I'm gonna find somebody to disrespect me that can put hands on her, and then I'm gonna call her and I'm gonna say, "Hey, Helga over here talking all crazy to me. You need to come do something about this."
What if she don't do nothing?
Then we gonna both be the next time that she bring it up, because she not finna just be like, that's not something that you can ever hold over my head. Because I feel like, you get in a conversation, not even a conversation, you get in an argument. She say, "Oh, well, I'm gonna call Deontay again, see if you still want to talk crazy to me," and I'm gonna say, "All right, I'm gonna call Helga." I need that.
But what if she win her fight?
If she win her fight, then I don't know.
You can't say nothing.
Gotta pop the tires on her car or something. There's got to be some kind of resolution.
It's like the Kevin Hart when he was talking about the stand up where his dad got beat up by the dude. I think it was Reggie. Told him to go take out the trash. It's gonna be you.
No, and like I said, I'm gonna do everything I can to avoid that.
That's messed up, bro. But yeah, prayers up to that dude. I hope he okay. Don't have to go to the hospital or nothing.
Last question: do you think that like, if your significant other lost a fight, would it make you look at them differently?
What you mean? Look at them different.
I mean, would you just be like? I feel like
if you set them up. See, the thing about it, I see it as a setup. Like if they win the fight, okay, good, they supposed to win. But if they lose, it's almost like supposed to be funny. It seems like.
I feel like
it's funny, but you can't say nothing about it. It's gonna be taboo in that situation.
I can't speak for women, but I think like if a girl is with a dude and she like watch him lose a fight, there's got to be like some kind of, does that scale down the masculinity just like a little bit? 'Cause I feel like that's got to be tough to watch if you think like this person is this and he just gets beat up. I don't know.
It just depends on the person, but
I don't think it wouldn't change my opinion if like the girl got beat up, and I probably try to throw a joke in like 2-3 weeks later. But I feel like it would. I feel like it would change a woman's opinion. It could change a woman's opinion of a man if they lost the fight. And obviously, we're not conforming to just the regularities of gender. I'm just speaking hypothetically.
Yeah. And my question is, how long until regular conversation started back between them two?
Let's just say it happened 3 days ago. I'd hope that he's still not talking to her. I'd hope that he's taking some time to reflect.
So she can't ask him how his day going?
She better be breakfast in bed on a daily basis. I don't know, doing something else for him. Just whatever he
might
wants.
be concussed over there.
Oh, I guarantee you he's concussed. He took 2 WWE level slams on pavement, Byron.
Also, that's not a smart thing to do either. Fight on pavement, bro.
No, but I'm saying like the dude is in full like power clean triple extension. Like the dude slamming his feet is off the ground. He put all of his effort into slamming his body through the pavement twice.
His back was hurting.
I don't know how he got up.
That's a rough day, bro.
I don't know how he got up. When he got into that car, it was about 20 times faster than like when he got out of that car. I bet you everything was hurting by the time they got home. Pride included.
That's rough, bro. No, pride is the devil, though. I'm gonna keep saying that.
Stop doing that.
Keep saying it, bro.
You can't do that. You can't do that.
Pride is the devil, bro.
Anyways, let's get into some basketball talk. So we literally are just witnessing the Bucks finishing out the series, and they are your pick to win the championship.
They've been my pick, since Lakers got put out. I said I had to pull for a team. I've been saying the Bucks. That's what I've been rooting for. I'm on Giannis to get him one.
And I do too, but this is my only. I think if Chris Paul finds a way to come back playing at the level that he was playing at before, which I know that's a big if. That's a big if. I think if that happens, the Suns win.
Well,
but they got to get past the Clippers first, so that's
they've had to run into a lot of trouble with the Clippers, I believe. A small ball team in which they just going to spread them out. They're going to try to do the same thing with Aiden that they did to Gobert, to make him where he can't be on the floor.
Is Aiden as big a liability guarding, say, a Batum, a Marcus Morris as Gobert was?
Yeah.
I don't think he is.
How?
I don't think he is. From a movement standpoint, I just
don't
think he is.
Only thing you can say that Aiden is defensively, especially perimeter-wise, I think they're both terrible.
Terrible?
Yes.
I don't think Aiden's terrible.
Based on what?
Look, you hunt him in a switch for sure. But like, especially with the people based on the floor. But I just think that in terms of lateral movement and ability to guard, he's not in the elite tier. I'd say with the Anthony Davis, the Draymond Green.
He in that bottom tier, bro.
The Embiid. What have you been watching?
What have you been watching?
I can't go with Aiden being as bad. Just from a perimeter defense standpoint, as Gobert.
I'm putting him in that same boat to where he's going to be almost unplayable unless he can dominate on the offensive end, which is something Gobert can't do at all.
Yeah, and that offensive. I'm thinking the ability that he has to play on the perimeter, which is
much.
I'll say slightly better than Gobert, and you can have the argumentative point that it's not. And the capacity that he has to dominate on offense, man, who they gonna guard him with?
They got old boy. I don't know if Serge Ibaka gonna be back or not.
He's not gonna be back.
I know.
He had surgery.
What did he have? Was it a knee? I really don't know.
No,
what
it was
happened.
back surgery.
So,
I
thought he had a chance to come back. Man.
I don't think. Well, I
don't be keeping up with the Clippers. If you can't tell.
Yeah, I can tell, but I don't. No, yeah, I think he out for the rest of the playoff. But all they got is Zubac, and he doesn't. He hasn't
Zubac better not touch that floor. They need to go small ball 5 like they were doing second half versus the Jazz.
But okay, do you think they're overly relying on the 3 ball? Because I do.
Yeah, they live and die by the 3.
Okay, and
but the thing
what
about
happens when they start dying by it?
They lose games. But they also had you can a team like that, they can and cannot live and die by 3. They shot better than the Warriors did in 2016 from the 3 or 2015.
Whatever year, I don't think that they're hitting the 3 at a sustainable clip. I think they're hitting it at an unrealistic clip going forward.
But they did it the whole season.
The whole season?
The whole season. The 72-game season, they had the best 3-point shooting percentage in the league by far.
I'm saying, okay, and then, so look at what they've done over the last 4 or 5 games.
Yeah.
Is that, and I don't have the answer to this, is that consistent with how they've shot the ball for the majority of the year? Because you know Terrence Mann scoring 39 points is not consistent with what he's done for the rest of the year.
Correct. But as a team, they've been shooting at that type of clip throughout the whole entire season.
I don't know about that.
And then you can say that this game where they shot extremely well, this last game versus the Jazz in Game 6, was an anomaly. But the games before that where they were shooting extremely bad, those are also anomalies in which they typically don't do that. So those 2 games really just balanced out if you look at it.
But looking at Game 5 and Game 6 together. Now, see, the Jazz were shooting the heck out of the ball for most of the year. The Clippers were shooting the heck out of the ball, according to you, for most of the year. Mm-hmm. But I'm saying that Game 5, the difference was the Jazz eventually went cold and the Clippers didn't.
Yeah.
So I'm talking about, like, the absence of a cold streak to me doesn't sound like it's consistent with normal distribution of made and
are the Jazz,
threes.
I mean, not the Jazz, but are the Suns going to continue to shoot lights out like they've been doing?
The Suns are getting consistent motions on offense, though.
But are they? But they're still shooting from outside.
The Clippers are throwing to open treys, though.
Yeah, they go 5 out and just let PG ISO a little bit, let him go. If he can't go, kick it out, wide open 3. And that's why the Lakers struggle, because the Suns were able to clog the paint.
Okay, and
they won't be able to do that with as much help defense versus the Clippers that have all these shooters.
And okay, so I'll counter with this. So if we look at the consistency of a Chris Paul, of a Devin Booker in terms of shooting the ball, we know that the Clippers have Paul George, who has been consistent over the course of his career in terms of putting the ball in the basket. Who else?
Reggie Jackson, been consistent.
Shooting a tray?
Yeah. He's been having a consistent series. Well, a consistent playoff.
But I'm saying that's a consistent playoff. So
Luke Kennard, he's only in the league to shoot.
Joe Harris is only in the league to shoot. What happened to him in this series?
What does that mean? Luke Kennard, he's been shooting great this whole playoffs.
I'm saying,
Batum?
What happens if and when they come back to earth?
What? You're saying them coming back to earth is like this?
I'm saying, look.
This is a team that shoots the ball. That's what they do.
But you have guys that are like just genuine knockdown shooters.
Yeah.
But I'll use Seth Curry as an example. Perennially among the top 3-point shooters in terms of percentage in the league. I don't know if I feel like they're going to come back to earth.
Okay, so I got a question.
I feel like they're going to come back to earth. I feel like the Suns.
What about when the Suns come back to earth? When you have Michael Bridges, who's been shooting lights out during the playoffs.
I'm saying
you've been having Cameron Payne. This man wasn't even. He was basically a G League player. Started having to play overseas. This man is playing like almost an All NBA player lately. But what when he comes back to earth? We gonna talk about that?
I know. When we're just talking about shooting percentages, if everybody comes back to earth, I have the Suns because the Suns have Devin Booker and Chris Paul, who are not, regardless of if they're shooting the ball lights out, they are just consistent in creating offense. So when the Clippers really need offense to be created, it's Paul George, Reggie Jackson, but I'm not giving them the edge over Chris Paul and Devin Booker. And especially with how Monty Williams has been calling the games.
And then my other question is, what happens when Devin Booker has a longer body on him? A longer, more athletic body than he's been seeing?
I'm a regroup because of the way you asked that question.
Because think about who he had guarding them versus the Lakers. KCP is 6'4" guard, basically. And then Nuggets, they don't have any defenders. Think about when you at least put an above-average defender like a Paul George. You can throw different bodies. Like, you could throw a Batum on him. He's not as quick, but he's still long to make his shot different.
I think Batum gets cooked. I'd rather have KCP on than Batum.
No.
I would definitely rather have KCP on than Batum.
What about when he come back to earth? Because Devin Booker been playing above his level of play the whole entire regular season. He wasn't playing like this during the regular season.
Okay, but
because
I'm just saying, like you have elevations in certain areas, and I'm just talking when I'm just talking about the amount of shots that are going in, then I feel like the way that the Clippers play basketball is going to be hurt more by the amount of shots that are not going in. The Suns are getting really consistent motions that are getting them to the rim, that are getting them a lot of open shots. I'm saying when the Clippers stop shooting the ball well, I don't know where their offense is going to come from because they're really not getting to the rim like that.
But the thing about it is, they get to you say they were getting to the rim, but then they would have Gobert for some reason standing in the middle of the paint. So they were having the players such as Reggie Jackson, Paul George, it was one more person getting to the rim. They were getting to the rim at will. They just had a 7'2" center standing right there. So then that's when they were kicking it out to somebody wide open. What do you want them to do in that situation? Still try to go up and finish, or kick it out to the wide open?
It wasn't even necessarily that. I'm not saying that they weren't penetrating. I'm saying that their ability to get to the rim with the basketball is, to me, far less than what the Suns have.
I disagree.
And if you just look at how the offense is set up, because what they were doing with the Jazz was spreading them out,
5 out,
and then finding ways to drive, kick,
and then do a small ball pick and roll.
Yeah,
doing a lot of that.
And it wasn't even necessarily picking and rolling; it was just picking to get the defenders off.
Yeah, they were getting the matchup they want.
And I'm saying with the consistency of the pin downs and all of the other stuff that is going on in the Suns offense, they are actually getting to the rim with consistent motion. And I'm saying if you find a way to stop one of those, then the Suns have counters they have answers to really any way that you want to guard them. And obviously if they stop hitting shots, then it's going to make those difficult. But I think if the Clippers stop hitting shots, their offense is done completely.
The Suns' offense is done completely.
It's not overly relying on the trade. You got to think about it. Aiden's been putting up 20s and 10s.
First of all, he don't do that every game.
He's put up at least 4 or 5 of them.
Sure.
In 11 games.
I'm just saying I'm just saying 6 plus 4, 10.
No, 10 games. Yeah.
He probably done that 4 times.
Okay. So that's almost half the time that he putting up.
So what about them other 6, Damani? That's what I'm saying. They don't do this.
Does not have to be 20 and 10. I'm saying
he don't be having amazing games every time. Some games
he has amazing games every time, but I'm saying he is consistently putting the ball in the basket and he is consistently getting the ball off the glass, which is what you need from him. So if he can do that,
hey, Damani, all I'm saying is I'm interested in seeing them actually having a guarded team where they can't just pack the paint.
Okay, so.
Because you saw them actually struggle against the Lakers when the Lakers went to a small ball 5 with Markieff Morris at the end.
I don't know if that's necessarily struggling.
They came back from like 25 or 30, and the Suns had no – only reason why they ended up winning that game because it just wasn't enough time.
And looking at it this way, so the Sixers and the Hawks, that comeback scenario, I think in terms of – the urgency to make a change in your coaching strategy, you don't feel it as much when you have that much of a cushion. And I'm not saying that that's necessarily an apology or just a way of explaining away what happened, because you're right. But I'm saying I'm interested to see with this amount of preparation what the Suns defense is going to look like. But I think they still have it to beat the Clippers in a 7-game series.
In how many games?
It just without Chris Paul, I'm still going Suns in 6. I say Suns in 6.
Then also you got to remember this. What do the Clippers have? They have the Chris Paul. How do I want to say this? They basically have Chris Paul's nemesis over there. With Rajon Rondo. Can't forget about that, bro.
As much
you can cancel every single thing that Chris Paul do by putting Rajon Rondo in the game.
Do you honestly believe that, like with your whole heart?
Yeah.
Okay.
That man, he know how to get in Chris Paul's head. All that dirty stuff Chris Paul be doing, where he be throwing elbows, hitting people low and stuff. Rajon Rondo right there with him doing the same thing.
Nah, bro, and I hope that you don't really believe that with your heart of hearts, but I think without Chris Paul, which we can pretty much assume that he's not going to be included in this series, if not the entirety of the rest of the playoff.
What you mean? He about to be back. He just not gonna be there for game 1. He probably gonna be back game 2 or 3.
Where did you see this?
It's just COVID protocols. It's like 10 days quarantine.
It's 14, ain't it?
I think it's 10, bro.
No, I think it's 2 weeks.
But anyway, it's been since last Monday. He'll be back probably game 2 or 3 because the first game is it tomorrow?
I don't know. All right, if you right, I'm taking still Suns in 6. Still Suns in 6.
I think I got Clippers in 6. I'm interested in seeing them go small and just play Aiden off the court, basically.
I don't think they can.
All right. I've been right all playoffs except for
no, you haven't.
The Clippers in round 1, Lakers in round 1. That's it.
I'll take your word for it, but I doubt it.
My upset was Mavs beating the Clippers, but, you know.
I picked up. I've been wrong most of the playoffs, but this is definitely the one I'm going to get right. I got all these series right. If the Sixers pull it out, and who else? Yeah.
Actually, I may get that one wrong. 'Cause I had the Sixers, but I don't know what they got going on, bro. Might not be able to be a Ben Simmons fan no more, bro. Hurts.
Why?
Hey, bro, he been making me mad. All he gotta do is I need him to play aggressive, bro. I just need him to play somewhat aggressive.
Well, if that's not his game, then what? You want him to start manufacturing stuff now?
Think about it, I don't even need him to shoot threes. If he's just aggressive going to the rim, the Sixers are so much of a better team.
And I agree with you.
Like, he'll get in there above everybody, then kick it out to someone for a 3 that may or may not be open.
But do you think Curry goes for whatever he went for? Do you think Curry goes for 30 without Ben Simmons deferring to him on 3 or 4 of those possessions? Because, he really actively tries to get Curry involved in the game.
Ben Simmons had 4 points, Damani.
He is deferring.
Hey, Damani. So, okay, that's 34 points total. Could Ben Simmons have gotten, let's say, 18 and Curry have gotten 18? That would have been more points.
Possibly, yeah.
That's all I'm saying, bro.
What I'm saying, his game is his game at this point.
But he's not even playing his game anymore. He's honestly regressed.
In terms of, put it to you this way, if you have the limitations that Ben Simmons has,
he's regressed.
It's just you see the same people every game and on a 2-day span. So it's not even necessarily that they have you figured out. It's just you're seeing a lot of consistency in terms of the stuff that they're taking away from you.
The last playoffs, he was averaging like 15 or 18 points a game. I don't think he's doing that now.
That was the 8 seed, though. The Hawks are a lot better than the Wizards.
I'm not talking about this series. I'm talking about the last playoffs he played in. So it would have been the year before last. Because he got hurt last year.
Okay. Well, there's not necessarily exceptions to every rule, Byron, but I'm saying, like, if you're just looking particularly at this series, I'm saying that that's a way of explaining it away.
He didn't have a good series last series.
I don't know what he
had. I think he had a good closeout game. No, they lost one of them games. I don't know, bro. Ben Simmons, he's this close, bro. He's this close to getting that unfollow.
He's just mean, bro.
And I'm rooting for the man.
But speaking of people that you root for, let's get into this last thing. I really wanted to like everything about this Polo G album. It started off great for me.
First song amazing, I think. Was
Painting Pictures?
Painting Pictures. I was about to say Painting Canvas, but that ain't it. But yeah.
That whole second half of that album, it didn't do much for me. Really didn't do much for me.
This is what I will say about the album. I don't think it's the best Polo G project, for sure.
Okay.
But it's still a quality album. What I think he could have done, however, he packaged that up into 15, 16 songs out of 20. Almost, I give about 8.5.
8?
If he could have packaged everything that he wanted to say.
You packaged the best 16 songs on that album.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say best 15 songs on the album. I said if he could have packaged up everything that he had into 15 to 16 songs, that album could have been 8.5.
No, I just don't see it. And I'm one of the
8.3.
I'm one of the people that when people were telling the baby to switch up his flow, and he came out and sang on that last whatever that Blue album was. That's the one that I just had to delete off my stuff. When he came out singing, I was like, no, let him do what he does. Let him make songs consistently, rapping the way that he raps, because if that's the way you rap, that's fine.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of repetition on that Polo G album. There was a lot of repetition on Hall of Fame. There's a lot of similar structures.
That's what I'm
way
saying.
that he's delivering stuff, and I couldn't. If you play 3 of the songs like back to back, it's the same type of cadence. He doing the same thing over and over. So I'm just saying it's a lot. It's a lot to listen to. 20 songs worth of that.
But okay, listen to what he's saying. Nice. You gotta listen to the trauma in it, bro. That's what it is. It's trauma in the music, and you gotta be able to feel that. Wait. I need you to go ahead and say your little take that you had to say about. It's not even about the album. It's comparing it to something completely.
It is. How is that not about the album? If I'm comparing.
Okay, well, go ahead.
Else, how is that not about?
Go ahead. Because I don't agree with this at all.
Did you listen to all of it?
I listened to it in the car. That's me. I'm really giving it to you.
I think, just based on I've listened to both albums twice, and if I come back and I'm not right about this in terms of the way I think, I would tell y'all next week. I got the Migos album over Hall of Fame. I really do.
No.
And it was tough. It's not
even close.
I wanted to like the Polo G album. So not that I didn't want to like the Migos album, but I wanted to like the Polo G album so bad. But I got to the second half of that, John. And it was.
I don't know how you say that though.
It went downhill fast.
How?
It went downhill.
So what's the best? Okay, what's the best song on the Migos album, or a really good song?
It's a bunch of songs that I don't know if I necessarily love one song on the Migos album, but there's not a lot of songs that I hate, and I figured out I really don't like drill like at all. I don't like drill at all. So that one's out. The one with Pop Smoke, R.I.P. gone. Can't listen
like
to
drill
it.
Music, bro?
Not at all. It's the same beat over and over again. I don't know how.
No, it's some adjustments in it, bro. You gotta hear them though.
It's not enough.
They sound similar, but you can say that about.
It's not even sounding similar. It's like the same.
No, it ain't the same.
It's the same bass line over and over and over again.
It's not the same bass line, bro. I promise it's not. It's very similar, but it's different.
No, it's not. It's not different enough. I'll put it to you that way. I can't.
Hey, bro,
can't stand Drake.
Migos just gave Drake his own song and put it on their album.
And it's a good song.
That ain't fair, first of all.
And it's just good. It's just good. But most of the songs on there are just good.
No, they not even. It's There's some of them I was listening to. I'm like, this not even Migos. Like I heard, and I was like, I didn't.
He's not even. Takeoff spitting the whole time. Like the whole album, Takeoff is spitting. And everybody that is gonna say something or has already said something about Takeoff being better than all these other great rappers, shut up. No, Takeoff is great, but no.
I wasn't rolling with it. This it's not okay. This out of all three cultures, this is the worst one by far, and it's not even close.
I can't even remember Culture 2. I really cannot remember Culture 2. What was on Culture 2?
Let me go. Let's see. Culture 2. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you got.
Oh, come on. Culture 2 was garbage.
And I liked it better than Culture 3. That's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying Culture 2 had a lot of songs that was just trash.
Bro, this don't
I'm saying Culture 3 doesn't have a lot of trash songs.
It don't have a lot.
Don't have any.
It don't have a lot of good songs though. That's what I'm saying.
Mahomes.
Mahomes straight. Yeah.
What's the other one? Time. What's the name of the daggum song?
And I don't even count Need It because that came out like a year and a half ago.
That's still on there though.
I'm not counting it, bro.
Having Our Way. What was I looking for?
Now, also,
Like Time for Me. It's a great song.
See, hey, bro, I just listened through. I don't remember which ones was which.
And that's what I'm saying. It's a whole bunch of them that
they all sound the same too.
No, they don't.
The flow, the exact same.
No. Are you serious?
I'm not rolling, bro.
I literally had to give Polo G that tag. I didn't want to give Polo G that tag.
Also, I got a question.
I had to say that about Polo G. If I could say it about Migos, I promise you I would. But they don't sound the same.
Why is Polo G about to outsell Migos album? And you know Migos got the craziest following in the world.
Polo G hot right now. I'd say the
people been waiting on Migos to drop for years.
No, they didn't. Who the last person you talked to that just, I can't wait for the Migos album?
Nah, bro.
Who?
When they had that freestyle thing, they were like, I can't remember. Where were they? Seemed like they were on a boat or something, freestyle. Oh, Migos coming back. We ready for it. 100K likes.
Okay, that might have been one. You know how Twitter works. That as soon as somebody said it, they were like, "Yeah, we need a Migos album." Nobody was saying that the day before. Nobody that liked that tweet within a month of seeing and liking that tweet had said, "I can't wait for Migos to drop." In their head, out loud, nothing. Nobody had said that. Nobody had said that. Bro. I ain't never met anybody that is just waiting on a Migos drop.
You used to be a big Migos fan.
I'm not. I've never.
That's really probably why you.
I've never been a big Migos fan.
I'm a fan. That's why you biased about Polo G, bro.
No, I'm a fan. I'm a Polo G fan.
Okay, I got a question. What do you rate the Migos album?
You know how my scale works. So I'm saying 6.9.
And what do you rate the Hall of Fame album?
6.5. Because the first half is nice. The first half of the Hall of Fame album is nice.
And okay,
but the second half, like, it's not like Slime Season bad, but it's pretty bad, bro. It's pretty bad.
It ain't though.
Yes, it is. I'm all for trauma in the music, but it's just like I can't do it. I'm
not rolling because what you got? Which one? So you don't like For the Love of New York with Nicki Minaj in it?
Hey, bro, we got pause right there. Byron is an undercover Barbie. Like, he is a real live Barbie.
How?
You was arguing about Nicki being fourth on that Billboard list.
I just said she done put up the numbers. And she got 4 albums all went platinum.
We had not even necessarily an argument the other day, but J. Cole is not among the top 10 rap artists with the most top 100 hits. Yeah. And I was like, oh, well, Nicki's number 4, so that kind of explains why I don't care about this list. And he was arguing about the merits of Nicki Minaj. I've never heard you listen to Nicki Minaj ever. I've never heard you listen to a single Nicki Minaj song.
Moment for Life. The one with
don't she with got Drake on it? The one with Drake on it?
Don't she got a song with Katy Perry?
Don't she have a song with Katy? You see what I'm talking about?
I'm just
you just.
Hey, Damani, this is all I'm saying about Nicki Minaj.
You an undercover Barbie, bro. Like, real talk.
She got 4 albums, all of them went platinum.
What did I say went platinum, Byron? What did I say went platinum? Tell them what I said went platinum.
I don't know.
You know what I said went
But
platinum.
an album? You know how hard it is for an album to go platinum?
Gucci Gang went platinum,
Okay,
Byron.
give me a terrible album that went platinum.
I can't think of one.
Thank you, because it's hard for an album to go
I'm not
platinum.
saying it's not. I'm not saying it's not hard.
But all
And I'm
four
not
of
even
them?
saying that she's terrible. But look at the other people on the list. She's ranked
Okay,
ahead
so-
of Jay-Z.
okay,
She's
so-
ranked ahead of Jay-Z on that list. So you telling me that Nicki Minaj is a better rapper than Jay-Z?
I just said she put out good music. Clearly,
All right, bro.
she can't put out good music.
Byron is an undercover Barbie.
What you got against Nicki Minaj?
I don't have anything against Nicki Minaj. I knew as soon as I saw her name ahead of those other names, I was like, I don't care about this list. That's all that it was.
But she people consider her in the pantheon of our generation of rappers.
Who considers her in the pantheon?
I'm just saying.
People who?
Top 5 from, let's say 2010 to
Selling, or in terms of like actual
20,
ability
2010 to
to rap?
2016. Who you got?
2010 to 2016?
Yeah,
Drake,
J. Cole,
J. Cole,
Kendrick.
Kendrick.
Who else?
Are you going to put Kanye in there?
Nope, Kanye not in there. He wasn't hot like that. He dropped Yeezus during that time. I'm not giving you that, bruh. Nope, not doing
Here
it.
you go.
Not doing
bro.
it.
You know more songs off Yeezus than you know off of any Nicki Minaj album that was put out in that time. Right or wrong?
Starships?
That's one song.
I don't know what song off Yeezus. Oh, Bound 2. What else on there? I don't know what else on there.
You do know what else is
What
on.
is
We've
on there?
talked about it.
What else on there?
Blood
bro?
on the Leaves, Black Skinhead.
Black Skinhead is not a good song, bro. No.
I'm not even saying it's a good song. You asked what else is on
I
there.
didn't even know that. I just remember it was only like 2 good songs on that whole entire album. Everything else was just random noises with him talking on the beat.
It's not random noises. It's not random noise. So Blood on the Leaves is not a good song.
But that's a good song. And Bound 2.
I'm trying to think. What
Ain't
else.
nothing else on there. Oh, was New Slaves on that?
Yeah, New Slaves. There you go.
Them the 3. Everything else on that album, I never even downloaded. I think I did download it and then listen to it. I'm like, oh no, this is being removed from my phone.
Okay, so name 3 songs off a Nicki album.
I couldn't name the ones off of Yeezus. I named Starships and Mama for Life.
Okay, well, which ones did you listen to? Which ones did you listen to off of any album that Nicki has ever put out?
I don't know, bro. I listened to Pink Friday at least one.
I wouldn't even admit that.
Why?
No.
I can't listen to music.
No, bro. You was listening to Pink Friday?
Roman's Revenge.
I've never heard that.
Here I Am. Your Love. Hey, bro. Super Bass.
Okay, all right. That's a good place to end.
Come on, bro.
Place to end. I lost all respect for your musical kick.
Hey, Damani.
Super Bass.
Super Bass was a good song, bro. So you ain't never heard Super Bass?
I've heard it on radio.
You don't hear it on the radios all the time.
You might as well listen to Katy Perry if you listen to the Super Bass. Ain't no rapping done on that song.
Hey, Damani, eventually you started singing the words a little bit. You knew the words. If I play Super Bass right now, you know the words.
Yes, but I'm saying.
See, that's what I'm saying.
No, to the same extent that I know the words to Teenage Dream and all the other stuff that you cannot.
I don't know the words to those.
You know the words to Taylor Swift songs.
I know like 3 of them.
Oh,
3
okay.
songs,
That's
like
what I'm saying.
22.
So, and I'm not even gonna get you on that because
Yeah.
you've given me more than enough to work with here. But I'm saying like those are the type of interactions I had with Super Bass. I don't think I ever.
So
had
you
it
never
downloaded.
downloaded it.
I really don't think I ever did.
So when it was coming up on BET, you didn't watch the video.
No,
You lying, bro. You're not telling the truth, bro.
I swear.
106 and Park, you wasn't watching Super Bass video. You go do something else with your time.
I have no regular. I think that's right around the time I stopped watching 106 and Park when Super Bass came out.
But anyways, let me go back to what I was saying. That's a decent song. I like Party Life with the Baby. That's at the end.
Yeah, that was alright.
That's alright, bro.
I forgot about that.
Blackhearted. I like Blackhearted.
I didn't like Blackhearted.
I didn't like the first half, but the second half he snapped a little bit. Gang, well, no, it's first half.
See, right around 10 is where it started to get bad.
You don't like Zuda freestyle and Go Part 1? I like Go Part 1 and... You don't like the one with her?
Oh, I did like the one with her. Which one is that? Let's
Go Part 1. And that's number 11. That's second half. Fame and Riches. I think that's the one with Roddy. Blood Canvas. Bro, you just give it another try, bro.
No, I gave the one with Roddy. I was disappointed in.
Yeah, it could have been better.
Yeah,
could have been better.
I was disappointed in that one. I remember I liked the one with her. That one with all the letters in it is garbage.
That's been out for a while.
Okay,
I still don't like it.
That one sucks.
I still don't like it.
Yeah, bro, but no, I'm going with Culture.
I can't do it, bro. Can't do it
with Culture. And that's fine. We can disagree. That's kind of what.
You really.
It's kind of the premise of the show.
You really a Nicki Minaj hater is what I'm realizing, bro. I'm not even
a Barbie.
How? Because I recognize she's put out quality music.
I think it goes past that.
I don't have that many. I probably don't have no Nicki Minaj songs downloaded. Like actually her songs in my phone.
Bro, you're a Barbie, but it's okay.
All right, bro. Say what you gotta say.
That is a good place to end it. If the title of the show is not Barbie Byron, then just know that he wasn't going for that.
I'm not going for it.
We appreciate y'all wherever you rocking with us. Since you did the intro, I'm gonna go ahead and close us out. That's it. That's all we got. My man Show Thief is playing us out. Should have already heard about him. Go check out all of his stuff. Apple Music, Spotify, wherever you get your music, check them out. That's all we got for you.
Appreciate y'all.
Peace.
When you make it through the struggle, you the truth. When that pressure get applied, is you gon' pass it, you gon' shoot. I stood tall. When you make it through the struggle and the pain, do you get your umbrella off the chance that it might rain? I stood tall. Ooh, I stood tall. Ooh, I stood tall. Try to count me out, but you ain't gon' ever hold me down. When I see my people going through it, I put the blame on me. And I see my homie lose his mind, but I gave him his first taste of lean. I ain't gon' lie, that really hurt me, but I had to close the curtains. And one thing I learned on Lion King is everybody gotta eat. Never tell a party, let me get a whole piece. And nah, little homie, can't get that from me. You play football, you got a bright future, you supposed to see you on the TV. And I said that's true, and I'm gon' do it, but I really gotta make something happen. And I probably could've asked my family for something, but instead I started hitting licks with daddy. Ain't gon' lie, that turned me to a savage. Really living life like a bandit. And then Murph told me, keep your head on, man, don't do nothing reckless. But now I'm older now, I'm a grown man. Go to church every Sunday, I'm a praying man. You ain't gon' never see me fall, I'm always standing. One thing I do is stick to the plan. When you make it through the struggle, you the truth. When that pressure get up.